the main thing is there's peace with a lowercase p, and there's peace with uppercase. And usually what we're looking for is the peace, the only peace we remember, which is the lowercase. Because we've forgotten about the uppercase p. And so the peace that I talk about doesn't require the anger to stop, doesn't require the pain to go away. And the peace that is the longing for the anger to stop or the pain to go away is imagined. It's the peace that we can hope for and imagine, which is a change in what is happening. And that never will bring true peace, because life is always in movement. And so just try to trust, not as a belief, but trust in the possibility that there's a very deep peace that is possible, and it's not tomorrow, it's now, it's here. And it doesn't need anger to stop, nor pain to stop, nor thinking to stop, nor anything that is happening to change. And the more we trust that possibility, the more we start to attune to it, in the sense, if I trust that it's possible, if I trust that it's here, I will start to put in my feelers into this moment and try to see, how is this? How is that possible? Where is this peace? Instead of not trusting that's possible, not even considering that. And then the only thing that's left is the imagination of what I'm feeling changing. And that's the only promise I have. And then it's all imagination, always somewhere else, always a different thing, always tomorrow. And that actually creates more dissatisfaction, turmoil, distress. Even when that's happening, it doesn't need to stop. Even when all I want is the peace of the pain to stop, even that doesn't need to stop. Especially that. Because that's what we then, once we look at this, we start fighting with the sense of, but I just want the pain to stop. So now I need to stop wanting the pain to stop. I need to stop wanting the, right? I need to, and even that, it just doesn't need to stop. Nothing needs to change. And it requires a trust, because that will make space for you to look for something that is here. And then the more you start sensing that, the more that storm will settle, and you will be able to make better choices, more attuned, communicate better. But none of this is for communicating, but for making better choices. It's just a natural consequence. So just be open to that which you're looking for is here. The more you attune to that, everything else will fall into place. No, it's the other way around. As you notice that peace, the forgiveness will happen. And it happens not by your doing. You're welcome. And peace is a word. We can use different words and can talk about it in different ways. But not as a, don't make it a belief. So because we can hear things like what I'm saying, and they can become like just part of a belief system, a thought form. For example, I need to trust, and I'm not trusting now, and once I get to trust, and then it becomes a thing we're manipulating and struggling with and working with and trying to trust. And what I'm talking about is it's a lot quieter. It's like, in a sense, it requires a choice to what we are listening to. We know when something is deep and when something is not. In some place, we know. And so trust is just know that you know and listen to what's deep. And that can become a practice or a process, because we will at times think we're listening to something deep and we're not, and then we will realize. But the trust is, at first it can be in, I say the trees are green and you don't see them green, and the trust at first can be, well, it feels like to me, I have a resonance that when he says the trees are green, maybe they're green and I don't see them green. And so that opens a little bit. But it's then important not to just say, well, the trees are green, I see them red, but they're green. And I trust that they're green. That doesn't work. But the part of you that has this sense of kind of maybe are not read. And I think there's a sense of a deeper, quieter sense of something resonates and it feels like it's true, but everything is screaming, it's not true, it's not true, it's wrong, that's not what it is. And so trust is that really subtle, deep sense of something resonates, something knows. Trust that.